from West Palm Beach, Florida, 75 degrees. Hey guys, doing a sound check real quick, making sure you guys can actually hear my stupid ass. And once you guys can hear me, let's go. Let's talk. Let's start talking about car movies. No Fast and Furious shit allowed, but let me know if I don't sound completely retarded and off or whatever. Everyone's just like, douche, douche. Tell me if I sound good, fuckface. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Fucking New Year's Eve, and I'm here. Okay. Okay. Yep. Sounds good. Okay. Sound okay. Beautiful. All right. Let's start talking car movies right away because I'm not going to waste a lot of time. This is going to be something we're just going to be talking a lot about car movies. Now, Fast and Furious is excluded from any of this conversation. Why? It is garbage. Any Fast and Furious reference, I'm likely to fucking right click on your name and get you off my shit because when Fast and Furious came out, I was well into my 20s. And I thought, there's no way this is fucking serious. Like, there's no way this movie's serious. And, like, it took off. Like, a bunch of, 12-year-olds at the time were like, oh, this is the best thing ever. Is this how it really happens? People go to the meet, and then, they put up... your floor plate comes apart when you go really fast. When he goes come on. Let's not even reference that shit. I can't believe I said let's not reference it, and I'm almost referencing all of it. So a lot of people on Instagram and everyone's Cars, the movie. No, not cartoon. Come on, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. A lot of people started naming movies that I've never fucking heard before in my life. But the ones I put up, I'm going to just recap what I put up on Instagram that I remember. Because when I was a kid, these are the movies that were kind of like, wow, this is badass shit. Cannonball Run. Look, Cannonball Run in its day was badass. Two girls, big tits, Lamborghini Countach. And then it goes from being white and then they spray it and it's red. And every single time they get pulled over, there's tits out. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. It was wonderful. Everybody was in that movie. Tony Danza, Dom DeLuise. What's the guy? Burt Reynolds. Sammy Davis Jr. Jackie Chan. I mean, and the two hot chicks that were, I think one of them was Daisy Dukes from Dukes of Hazzard. The one with the tits. It was unreal. The second movie that I remember as a kid was Maximum Overdrive. Now, Maximum Overdrive was a movie about some kind of comet or something went by and it caused all electrical equipment to freak the fuck out, namely the trucks. And the leader of the trucks was this truck with a big Joker face. It was unbelievable. It was scary. It's a Stephen King movie, but I remember that. Then The Wraith. The Wraith, to me, to this day, holds up. The Wraith, you can pop The Wraith on right now. The effects are pretty good. The car still looks futuristic. The plot doesn't suck a lot of dick. It kind of sucks a little dick. It's like it rubs on the head a little bit, but it doesn't suck a lot of dick. Did someone just say Herbie? The fuck out of here with Herbie. What's wrong with you? A bug? Fuck out of here. But anyway, I loved The Wraith. Still love The Wraith. It's on Netflix right now, if I'm not mistaken. It was unbelievable how it holds up as an adult. And it's crazy the shit they used to get away with back in the day. Like right now, you will never hear a guy use the F word, faggot, the derogatory term for a gay person, faggot, in a movie. Even I have a little trouble saying it now because I'm sure YouTube will fucking, say, oh, it's hate speech. No, I'm just saying that the word faggot would go around nonstop. What are you, a faggot? And I'm like, whoa, because you hear it now, you're like, holy shit. But, they used to get away with shit back then. They super racist, like cartoons were. Cartoons are super racist back in the day. Do you think your red car could gap Packard Walsh in his 70s vet? My red car could gap anything back in the day because I think a 9-second car. Oh, you mean my current red car? Like right now? It's like a 12.3 car. I don't know how fast the vet was, but let's keep going on movies because the Wraith I still think holds up. You look at the Wraith now, it still holds up. It was a Dodge Interceptor. I thought it was a Daytona, one of those Shelby Daytonas, but it looks pretty cool looking. Now Better Off Dead Better Off Dead with John Cusack was not a car movie, but all I remember in the movie was the hot French chick, the dopey foreign exchange brother thing she had, and then the Camaro. Yeah, the 60-something Camaro that he was working on, that she helped him work on by putting the distributor on from the bottom. Did you see that part? Frank Perdomo reminded me that he goes, she took the distributor and was like, here you go. You know, the distributor from the bottom. Whoop, there you go. Let's just put the distributor on this, you know, big block from the bottom. I'm like, isn't the distributor in the back on Chevys, like on the top in the back by the firewall? It was actually really good. Okay, so that's Better Off Dead. Ronin, never saw it more than once. Didn't care for it, but I guess the chase scene was phenomenal. I think it's like a 5 Series Beamer or 7 Series. It's like a 5 Series. Gone in 60 Seconds. Look, I'm not a big fan of Gone in 60 Seconds, except for Angelina Jolie. Like, I'd get her pregnant. Like, I would, you know, I'm one of these guys that doesn't want to have kids. I'd want to have kids with her. Yeah, no, all day. Fucking, here you go. Oops. Oh, hey, I'm a millionaire and you're a fucking hot chick? Yeah, oh, sorry. So yeah, Gone in 60 Seconds, but the car I didn't love, I'm not a Mustang nut rider. I like Fox body Mustangs and 11 and up Mustangs. Everything else can eat dicks, in my opinion. Smokey and the Bandit. Grew up with Smokey and the Bandit. Grew up with Knight Rider, Smokey and the Bandit, and Dukes of Hazzard. That's what I grew up with because we had basic cable. But a movie you guys don't probably know about is called Born to Run. Born to Run with Richard Grieco. It's actually pretty good. It actually has legit racing scenes versus there was like a Duster. The final race was against this Duster that this ringer came in from out of town, like a nitrous Duster. And the whole movie, Richard Grieco was this town badass, and he'd mop up the crew. But then this guy that was setting up the races was setting up people from out of town to race him, and he would never use the nitrous. And the whole movie, they talked about nitrous being this explosive, crazy thing that's going to cause a bunch of damage. And sure enough, at the end of the movie, it exploded. And it didn't just explode. He almost died. And it was funny how the runway or the drag strip was lined with 55-gallon drums that were on fire. Now people nowadays snitch racing locations. That's another thing. Racing location snitches. There's not only track snitches, but racing location snitches. And they had this like 300 55-gallon drums lining the runway. So if you go out of control, you hit a drum that's on fire. It's unbelievable. And what was the other one? American Graffiti. So American Graffiti, it's before my time. It doesn't hold up. Like, I could still watch The Wraith and think it's semi-good. Knight Rider's stupid, but it's still, okay, this holds up. But like American Graffiti, I couldn't get into it. But yeah, growing up, all there was was car-centric shows. Remember the one, what's the one with the $1 Million Man that he'd always jump this 4-wheel drive, I don't know, like a K10 or a C10, I don't know, it's like a long bed lifted, I think it's like was he a bounty hunter or some shit? It was the best. Someone's like, Angelina Jolie is a tranny. Yeah, now. But back then, she was smoking hot. Not just hot. She was like smoking hot. It was unreal. Notables, Days of Thunder, Ricky Bobby. What else? Days of Thunder, Ricky Bobby. See, the problem with car movies, I think, is this. Two-Lane Blacktop. Thank you, 5-0 Nick. So Two-Lane Blacktop. So I guess this guy was just racing this car all the time. Then they were driving across. It was like weird. It was like, let's just go drive across the country for no reason and race people. And one of them just was like a mechanic. The other guy was a driver. So then they met this chick along the way, like some hitchhiker. Both of them fucked her. And then that caused jealousy between the mechanic and the driver. It was weird. Then they met this GTO guy who was like, I'll race you to New York. Fuck, what are we doing? And I'll race you for pinks. So that movie was just, a story about two guys that fuck the same girl that are racing a GTO. What a plot. Could you imagine pitching that to a producer or some kind of company? What do you want to make a movie? I want to make a movie with this he was a singer, right? The guy, the lead actor was like a singer. I'm sorry, I forget his name. He's very popular. What's it about? Well, these two guys race cars. One's a mechanic, one's a driver. They fuck the same chick. They get jealous, and then they race the GTO to New York. Let's make it. What the fuck? Oh my God. Now, when I was a kid, let me get some of the questions here real quick. Eric Jefferson says, "I Am Legend." Yeah, I Am Legend. They had the Shelby in the opening scene, which is all CGI. A lot of people are gonna say, "Why not Ford versus Ferrari?" I didn't like that movie at all, man. That movie was, as a movie, because I'm not a Shelby nut hugger, right? I don't think that everything that Shelby made was awesome, except the Omni. The Omni was pretty awesome because it was so bad. It was fast for its day. So I didn't like it. I was at the theater kind of like, I'm a big critic. I'm hard to please. And I'm looking at, as a movie, I hate Matt Damon. I fucking hate Matt Damon. And he's chewing gum the whole movie. Like aggressively chewing gum. That's all I could look at was his fucking lips. So I just, yeah, I'm gay because I'm looking at his lips. No, I was annoyed that they were like, yeah, chew. He's from Texas. Just chew a bunch of gum. Wasn't like Carroll Shelby like 6'2", 6'3"? They got some 5'8" sawed off prick to fucking play him. Fuck out of here. Okay, Eric Jefferson says, "I Am Legend." Okay, opening scene with the Shelby. Very good. Have you ever seen Hit and Run with Dax Shepard? No. Dax Shepard, to me. Dax Shepard, to me, will always be this guy. Hold on. I don't care what movie he makes ever. He will always be this guy.
From the army experiment. There was a girl, she was from the same experiment.
That's not your bullshit.
I'm looking it up. Let me see. He was the lawyer of the guy from the future. Forever, he'll be that guy. Where is Dax Shepard? There he is. Jack. There you go. That's Dax Shepard to me will always be this guy forever. So I don't really care about Dax Shepard. And every time I see him, I go, that's the guy from Idiocracy. So I really don't care about Dax Shepard. Death Race. That's right. Death Race was really good with the guy from the Transporter. That was very good. So Fall Guy. D-Self said Fall Guy. The guy I was talking about where the truck, he would basically, they would beat the shit out of this truck. It's like opening scene, boom, they fling it off of something. And then mid episode, they fling it off of something else and it's in a chase scene. It was unreal. Born to Run was badass. Vanishing Point. Never saw Vanishing Point. Might have to look at it. Underfed Coyote paid me $2 to say Fall Guy is what you're talking about. Thank you very much. Big Blue in PA says, oh, fuck, I lost them. How about Truck from Jeepers Creepers? The Truck from Jeepers Creepers. The Truck from Jeepers Creepers. Oh, look at that thing. What the hell is that? So for those of you who don't know, I'll just put it up on the screen here real quick, just so you're not, just so you're with me. The Truck from Jeepers Creepers. I mean, I said a car movie, not some tremendous piece of shit, but yeah, I guess that's sick. Hit and Run with Dax Shepard was badass. I'll pass on that shit. Texas Walker Ranger is the show. Oh, Texas Walker Ranger from the Fall Guy? Maybe you guys are somewhere else. Talladega Nights, we already mentioned. The Ricky Bobby bullshit. Two Lane Blacktop, the one with the two guys fuck the chick and race the GTO to New York. Got it. Someone said, Enrique Pando says Talladega Nights again. Matt Damon was great in Good Will Hunting. That's it. Like, Matt Damon was really good in Good Will Hunting and Interstellar, where he played the astronaut that was going to betray the other ones because he had to find a planet that was suitable for people to populate to because the Earth was dying. He played such a coward, like a piece of shit coward. I went, there you go. That's what you should do, buddy. Coward shit. I just don't like the dude. So you don't like the Ford GT? What the fuck? Tommy Gunn, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? I don't like the movie. I like the Ford GT, but I'm not going to suck its dick and say the movie was awesome because there was a Ford GT in it. Come on. The movie sucked. Sorry. Not a car movie, but Condor Man, the all black Porsche 911. Interesting. Fresh Prince says, "What's up, YOLO?" Cannonball Run 1. Cannonball Run 1. 2 was shit. 2, they just tried a little too hard. Remember the Isuzu that went underwater that Jackie Chan had? Logan Lucky and that GT350. Grab her, though. Hike Boyai says, "What's up, man? Which one do you hate more in order? A 3-valve, a Lightning. Also, is the 5.2, the new GT500, basically a low compression illuminator?" Yes, the new GT500 seems to be like a 5.2 illuminator, 9 to 5 compression. I hate the Lightning way more than I hate the Cobra. There you go. I already said Ford versus Ferrari sucked. Chris Valenzuela, Bernie the Love Bug? Isn't it Herbie? No, with love. That's not a car. That's a bug. Baby Driver, Bang Bus. Ryan Jones, you got it right. Bang Bus. There's new episodes uploaded every day at Bang Bus. Matthew Fooner says, "What up? Greetings from California." I can't believe they allow this show in California. I mean, it's like, I can't believe they allow anything in California except Priuses and, what do you call them? The film festivals. Where's Burning Man? Like every single so look, every single time I think liberal, I think Burning Man. Like people go out to the middle of nowhere, get sand in their cunt, and then say they had a great time, and that's Burning Man to me. Christine, thank you very much. The Drizzle. Christine scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. It was what was it? What car? I don't want to speak out of turn here. Christine, let me see if they know exactly what I'm talking about. What year car was it? Christine car. It was like a 50-something Plymouth Fury. 1958 Plymouth Fury. Fucking great movie. Again, a movie that holds up to this day. It still holds up. The Wraith, basically cars that kill people, seem to hold up. And Maximum Overdrive, but that one was kind of stupid. Emilio Estevez was in it, which was Charlie Sheen's brother. So I don't know why he has a Hispanic name. Gran Torino was very good. Not a car movie, but there was a car in it. Same like Better Off Dead. Better Off Dead was a movie about this guy was skiing the K-14 and he fell in love with a foreign exchange student. He just happened to have a badass Camaro. Gran Torino was the same thing. Actually, when you think about it, Gran Torino was centered around the car because the little Asian kid tried to steal the car to join that gang. Then Clint Eastwood loved that car, washed and cleaned that car all the time. It was his baby because I guess he built it. He worked at the assembly line in Detroit. That car is very good looking. I never really paid too much attention. I guarantee after that movie, the prices went way up on the Gran Torino. Kelly sucks cocks and dicks. Absolutely. Forbidden concepts. All right, someone paid me $10 and I didn't get the question, so I want to get to it before you guys get all fucking stupid. All right, Alex, what do you think about electric superchargers becoming more common as a way to kill lag and help emissions for the future? How does a supercharger help emissions? How does a supercharger help emissions if it's electric versus belt driven? Tell me that. Like if I run it off of an electric motor and shove more air down an engine, how is it more emissions friendly, not fuel efficiency, emissions friendly if I do it that way instead of a belt? I don't get the comment. I understand the sentiment, but I don't get the comment. Mad Max. That's right. Mad Max. The original Mad Max was freaky as fuck. You know what? I wonder did Tom Cruise ever do any like car centric movies? I don't think so. Christine was the dude in Blue on Meth. The dude in Blue on Meth. That kid's okay. He now got an 18 Mustang. Big fucking surprise. And he's going through the whole thing. And I'm sure he's going to beg some turbo guy to give him shit. And someone will give it to him. And you stupid motherfuckers will watch him because you're fucking stupid. And you give him money. Two-lane blacktop was the 55 Chevy. Yeah, it was like a primer 55 Chevy. I don't remember the name of the actor that drove the car. He's a singer. Fucking singer. Like very popular. Do you like LS Motors? Come on, man. I don't dislike LS Motors. I just think there's, for the price that now that Coyote, because I don't put them up against small block Ford anymore. I think small block Ford, unless you spend a lot of money on a small block Ford, like big money, 351, high compression, badass shit, standalone. Yeah, you can make them fucking fly. But the combo for LSs is stock bottom end, tons of boost, cheap as shit, Holly Dominator. Fucking see you later. And it seems to run really well. So Days of Thunder was really good. I remember, you know why I like Days of Thunder? Because of the chick. I'm a heterosexual male. I don't overlook any chick for a car. I just don't. I like chicks. And what's her name? Nicole Kidman? Ooh, tall, redhead. Forget it. She has it all. She's literally like, if I built a person, there it is, I would get her pregnant too. Like, no problem. Here's a kid. Raise him well, baby. James Bond, yeah, pretty much car-centric stuff because the car was outfitted with a whole bunch of crap. But a lot of people got mad at me. I got a lot of flack for saying no Fast and Furious stuff, no Fast and Furious stuff. You got to understand, Fast and Furious was the turning point for racers because they were now legitimized. It made drifting not popular. It was already popular in Japan before the movie, but it brought it to the U.S., in my opinion. And look, if you want to drift your car, that's fine. I think it's dumb as shit. I would never build a drift car. Is it fun to do? Absolutely. Can you make money in it? Maybe. Does it require a lot of skill? Absolutely. So does golf. So does bowling. So does pool. I'm telling you, and you don't win. You're judged like ice skating. So the moment you have to equate something to ice skating where it's judged, I just think there's no winner. Like the first time I was watching a drift event, I was like, oh, the guy got there first. I don't understand why they don't just go straight, to get to the line first. It doesn't matter who gets to the line first. What matters is proximity and whatever. And I went, okay, that's cool and that's good for you. It's just not for me. I don't get drifting. I'm never going to go to, what do they call them? Where you get fucking high and have a band playing and then you stay overnight. The fuck? It's like Burning Man with cars. El Coyote says, Alex, what built... Dude, we're talking car movies and you come with this dumb shit. But I'm going to answer your question because you paid. Alex, what built rear end package do you recommend for my 850 wheel 5.0 that's 2012 MT82 with suspension and 5,000 RPM launches? You're going to hate me. Spool, yeah, no rear, no differential. Spool, 9-inch ends, 33 or 35 spline axles, 5/8 studs, weld the axle tubes, brace the fucking axle tubes. It's going to cost you $3,000 to build that rear end. Plain and simple. El Coyote. Question, if someone offered you a pretty good amount for your car, would you sell it or keep it because you have some sentimental attachment to it? Richard Alvarado. Everything's for sale. Everything. If someone came up to me and says, I drove the Fairmont today for 40 miles. I got out of work early, gassed up, and I just cruised, and it reset me. It was like, it actually drives really good. It's smooth for what it is. Got on it and got all sideways and squirrely. I'm like, man, this thing's a bad motherfucker, which is now making like 880 wheel. So, but look, if someone said, Alex, I'm going to give you an insane amount of money because I want it, gone. Peace. See ya. I'm not stupid. 7.0 AFR watt boosted 10.0 at cruising for 85. Yeah, that's about right. Stop looking at AFR. Seriously, stop looking at AFR. See how much your car is trimming up and down with a set stoic and see how much the trims are off and measure everything in lambda. Fuck AFR, because AFR goes off of a 14.7 stoic sometimes. Even on the N gauge, you look at it, you're like, 14.7 at idle? No. And then the center gauge says 14.0, and pump gas is 10% ethanol, so it's 14.0 is really close. But once you put E85 in it, take those AFRs and throw them out the window. Go by lambda, and go by the short-term fuel trims, how much it's correcting. Garrett Smith says, Tom Cruise was in Days of Thunder. You're right. Thank you very much. Also, here's a little bit of extra for you. Having to read through the long list of emails from my log the other day. Oh, thanks, Garrett. So you were the guy. Oh, my God. So this is what happens on the Lund Racing ticket system. If you do not put anything in the email and we have had a long conversation, let's say you just attach a data log, it saves every fucking email we have ever sent. And the log gets plastered somewhere in the middle of that. And I have to comb through it forever. And if you know how the ticket system works, we are 60, 70 deep. Boom, 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 all fucking day. Bah, 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 bah. You know, we got a flow and we're going good. Then, boop, this motherfucker didn't put anything in the body of the email. Now I have to dig through the whole email to find the data log. That's when I get up, I get a coffee, and I'm just like, this motherfucker. And then that kills my flow. But thank you, Garrett Smith. Thanks for the money. Chris Matson says, No Man's Land, 1987, Charlie Sheen, stealing Porsches? Really? You know what? Let me make a list here. And I'm going to make a list of things that I'm going to need to watch. No Man's Land, 1987. Thank you very much. I love it. XXX or XXX State of the Union, sort of a mix with Cars. Oh, Triple X. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, so I don't dislike Vin Diesel. Actually, my favorite movie with Vin Diesel ever was the one where he became the leader of the Necromongers at the end of it. He was a Furion in the movie. You guys will tell me. But that movie was legit. And it was older. It's an older movie. Need for Speed, good movie. A little after, I was a little older, so Need for Speed didn't hit me because, one, I didn't play the game, so I didn't care for the movie. But people that played the game loved the movie. And the Shelby wide body, the wide body Shelby that was in there, people fell in love with it. I thought Initial D brought drifting to us. I don't know who Initial D is. Is that when you first put your dick in? The Initial D? Bro, you better start reading those paid questions. This is another job for you to get it done. Dude, I'm caught up. Fuck out. I just talked to Chris Matson. Relax, motherfucker. Drifting is fun, but it's a slow way around the track. I agree. Highwaymen and Drive Angry. Never heard of those. The Drift event, Russian judges are assholes. I don't care. It's judged. I love you. It's judged. Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry. Someone else said that on Instagram. Dirty Mary. I don't know what that's about. I'll look into all of these, but I like that you guys are putting out stuff that probably other people haven't heard of. Like some people never heard of like The Wraith. I was like, how'd you never hear about The Wraith? How old are you? 20. King of the Mountain with Dennis Hopper. I have to look at that. Do you guys remember a movie? It was an 80s B series. These are mostly B movies. That a truck was the devil. And he'd come out of the ground, like right out of the ground, and like chase people and kill people. That just reminded me. Oh, not a car movie, but a car part. The movie Rubber, where a tire kills people. I love it. I'm like, get out. I've never seen it. I see the beginning of it and I laugh my ass off. Then someone made a movie about a tire that kills people. 303 Street Machine says, Feliz Año Nuevo 2020, bicho. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Reaper Rican says, I know you guys like Utterbrock, but I'm just a little worried about warranty. Okay. Okay. We're going to talk about warranties because I have no idea why you guys think you're safe with a warranted part in your car. So you are betting on the fact that it's going to blow up. Think about what you're saying. You're betting on the fact that it's going to blow up. You are buying a supercharger for the event that if it blows up, you're covered. That is just the wrong way of thinking. Fuck a warranty. Fuck a warranty. Fuck a warranty. If you want to go fast and hang with the big motherfuckers, fuck a warranty. You bought the car because it's the baddest motherfucker around and it's going fast and it's gapping people. If you bought it to be safe and have a warranty, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Go. This isn't for you. This is a money man's game. This game is a money. This is a loser. Like when you think about this hobby, it is the most expensive hobby there is, period. It is cheaper to be a meth addict than to be into racing. You get your check and it's $700 and you'll blow it on a part that day and you're like, fuck, shit, but you do it. Meth heads maybe spend half. The rest is rent, maybe buy some water. We spent it all. If we got, like, there was a meme the other day where it was like, I got 503 in my account and I saw a project car for $500 and it's like, I'm going to buy it. Exactly. So look, shut up with the warranty. The Roush 18 and up supercharger is a dud. I am comfortable saying that. I'm comfortable saying it as loud as I can. It's a dud. Do not buy it. It is garbage. Nothing you can do to it will make it better aside from replacing it. Plain and simple. Okay, there you go. I got my warranty. It's okay. I got a warranty. And you floor it and it's slow as fuck. Shifts like shit. And you're like, but I got a warranty. Mike Vasquez says, what's up, dude? What's up? Al Bundy says, vanishing point. Vanishing point. Very good. Coyote Kelly says, this is an 81 Honda. How dare you? Who knows what that movie is from? See, nobody, because it's a Honda. Rush was a great racing movie. Rush. Maybe I didn't see him enough, but I guess the movies I saw were like cars killing people. That's the one that stuck to me. Like if a car killed a person, I'd go, wow. Not just like racing. Born to Run was actually a good racing movie. The scenes were legit. The cars were launching on dry pavement. Don't you hate it when they make racing movies and the street is wet? I go, wait a minute. Is this a racing movie? Yeah. Well, why is the street wet? Even in commercials, there's a commercial out there where the guy's like, don't mess with my discount. And he's like, you want to go? They're at a light. You want to go? Yeah, you want to go? He's in a Charger or something. And I'm looking at the street. It's fucking wet. It's wet. Who cares? Ryan P says, want warranty? Get Autobrock Supercharger from Lebanon Ford. Oh my God, you guys and your warranty bullshit. Al Bundy had a Fox Body Mustang. He did. He won a Fox Body Mustang in one of the episodes. Bundy. It was red. Yeah, look at the let me do images because the video won't come through. Let me see. Yeah, look at that. Al Bundy did have a Fox Body Mustang. What episode was that? Oh, it went right to a YouTube fucking thing. Oh my God. Where is it? Look at that. It's so clean. It's so weird to see a Fox Body that's super clean when it was new back in the day. I'm like, wow, the cowl vent thingy is still intact. That's crazy to me. Oh, they're scratching the hood. Look at this. They're scratching the hood. They're fucking it all up. Look at that. Oh man, look at the interior. It's got the short headrests. Is it that pleather shit that Ford came out with? Let me see. Was it that? I think it was pleather. Yeah, look at that. That shit was pleather as fuck. Yeah. So yeah, Al Bundy did have a Fox Body. I guess he won it somewhere. Best thing I've heard, that's 99% of Mustangs in Australia all about warranties. Dude, like if Australians care about warranty, like don't buy the car to modify it. Like literally do not. Employee of the month. Thank you. Al Bundy won that car because he was employee of the month. Ryan Jones paid $2 to say Bang Bus. Not a car movie, but it's pretty good to watch. But like, stop with the warranty shit. And if Australians, I don't know this for a fact, but I can't imagine any Australian gives a shit about a warranty. Isn't the first thing they do is put like an 871 blower on it, run it on meth, and just do burnouts with it and blow up the fucking tires and take the quarter panel with it? Isn't that like what they do? Fuego Sauce, you're late to the fucking party. Ford versus Ferrari was not a good car movie. Maybe if you looked at the movie and said, this is a great car movie, you're psycho. It was about Ken Miles. Matt Damon sucked in it. I hate it. I will never watch it again. There, fuck you. But I'll watch The Wraith 15 times in a row. I'll watch Better Off Dead 15 times in a row. I'll watch anything Smokey and the Bandit. I'll watch Mad Max. I'll watch all that shit. Stylax says, I pulled my own GT350 engine from mods right after I bought it new. Smart. Actually, I just tuned a GT350 for Brent Speed, I think, with an old Gen 2 Whipple on it. It was close to 1,000, but man, that thing was struggling to make 1,000 horsepower. It needed ported or something. It just wasn't getting it done. But it's an old Gen 2, but it was making like 960 or 970. We tried everything we could. Small pulley, big overdrive, just wasn't getting it done. So he's going to have to step up to a Gen 3 or a Gen 5. The original Gone in 60 Seconds. Now, that was okay. Also, Bullet. I wasn't a big fan of the movie Bullet because it was a bad movie. And the only thing that was cool about it was the scene at the end, the car chase scene where he went up against, what was it, a Charger? Was it a Charger? So it wasn't, or a Challenger. I don't know. It was a big Dodge, I think. I just wasn't a fan of the movie. The movie was, again, it doesn't hold up. It does not hold up. Cannonball Run holds up. Wraith holds up. That just doesn't hold up. If you watch it nowadays, you're like, meh, it's all right. It's no big deal. Reaper Rican says, it's only a rumor, but is it true that top-mounted superchargers on 18 Plus Coyote are prone to blow? Reaper Rican, stop. I don't know who the hell you're talking to. I don't know what the hell. I just heard it from a buddy that's been in the game longer than I have. Then your buddy is retarded, you know? Tell your buddy, actually, show him this clip. Reaper Rican's buddy is retarded. There, fuck it. That's what you got $10 for. So I can say your buddy's retarded. I had a top mount supercharger on my 11 for 3 years. 114,000 miles and it was like 70,000 boosted. Still going to this day. Some guy has it in like Jersey. The red car had a VMP blower on it forever. Took the VMP out, put an Edelbrock in it. It is now in the Fairmont, went 880s. That same motor has been 2 years, pretty much watt. Like, the moment I leave the fucking driveway, it's wide open throttle. So, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. How much nitrous would you give a 150 shot car on a plate kit? Nitrous shot. 20, 21, depending on what it tolerated. But most kits, depending on how they're mounted, they're buzzy, meaning they make a lot of noise with the knock sensor. So what ends up happening is the knock sensors go, oh my God, 10, let's pull 10. So I try to blend in the timing so it doesn't kill it, or turn off the knock sensor if you're running on E85 and say, hey, you want to run a nitrous kit? Have at it. That buzzy piece of shit that's attached to the manifold or the throttle body making a whole bunch of noise. Knock sensors are either going to go off or you're on E85 and we turn off the knock sensor. Give it about 21, 22 degrees tops on a 150 shot, and that's it. And don't ask about a 200 shot because I don't recommend anything above a 150 shot on a Coyote. If you want to go above 150, get a blower, because by the time you price out a legit kit, it's going to run you about that, about like a Paxton or something like that. Oh, here we go. Now the question's coming in. Joseph Blewett said the original Blues Brother, not a car movie. I mean, you could say that about any cop movie, right? Any cop movie that, like Batman, right? Is Batman a car movie? Like the last Batman. Actually, the Batman is a car movie. Like every Batman has the Batmobile, and that's like the central figure of the Batman series, especially the last three with Christian Bale and that Tumbler, whatever the fuck they call that thing, that big stupid thing. That was like, wow, holy shit, that's a badass Batmobile. So yeah, you could say Batman is also a car movie. 68 Charger. Thank you, Joe Jackson. He's talking about Bullet. Love the Beast, Eric Bana. Can you tune a blower to only come on with a toggle switch, though? I'm going to reference you to this movie. Again, this is just a scene that the sound might not come through, but I think it's called My Science Project. Can I tune a blower to come on with a button? Okay. Because the tune will do that. There's a scene in this movie, My Science Project, where they're chasing down the electricity in this Chevelle that's supercharged car scene. And he's like, okay, we're really close. Hit the blower. Like, hit the blower. Like, hit the blower. Check it out. Oh, it's long. Jesus. Let's play some sound here. See, so they're... See, the blower is not spinning right now. Where's the blower? Here's the blower, right around here. Oh, here's the blower, right here. There's the blower switch. Oh, shit. The blower switch. So to answer your question, yes, I can tune your car on a blower switch. Hit the blower. You know, if you hook it up to the AC clutch and have it on when the AC comes in, it'll come on all of a sudden, but oh my God, hit the blower. Holy shit. I got to look at the viewer activity here. The original Blues Brothers. What about Jackie Chan's movie Thunderbolt? First movie to get me into cars. You know what? Never heard about Thunderbolt. That's interesting. Is there a way to tell the Gen 1 block from the Gen 2? I know you gave details about the head. I think the threads where the head bolts go through are deeper on the 11 through 14 than the 15 through 17, and they're narrower. I think it's like 11 millimeter versus 12 millimeter. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're narrower and deeper than the Gen 2. NRA STRA 956 says, what are YOLO's thoughts on warranty? I think you got pretty much an earful of that shit. Maximum Overdrive, that guy's old, just like me. Mad Max did the same thing for me. Yeah, Mad Max did have a switched blower. You're right. And again, that's how you know Fast and Furious was a shit-ass movie, because car guys were like, did Vin Diesel just say double clutching like you should? Like, did he legit reference a non-synchronized transmission in a dump truck when it comes to racing? Yes, he did. Pixar's Cars, Anthony Williams. Come on, we're adults here. Really? Really? Are you one of those guys that has his kids on his lap and go, let's listen to YOLO, and then I go, fucking shit. Oh, YOLO, you swear so much. Fuck you. Like, dude, my show is not kid friendly at all. National Lampoon's Vacation, right? With that big, stupid, I don't know what they called it, the car, but it had like 8 headlights. It was the best thing ever. Death Proof Bicho, Talk 6 says, aka DMB says, early build 2011 cars at 12 millimeter studs. They were threaded deeper into the block. Thank you. 12 millimeter. Appreciate that, because I thought they were 11 or 12. I'm not 100%. aka DMB, verifying that the threads were deeper and 12 millimeter. I hope he's right, because I don't know. Cars got me into my hobby, but video games were the real catalyst. Yes. So video games, when it comes to what video games got me into cars was Outrun. Remember Sega's Outrun? I'm old, yep. But Outrun was like a Ferrari Testarossa. Hell, I think Miami Vice got me into cars, and Knight Rider. But video games, Outrun was the one that did it for me. Look up Outrun, you're going to go, holy shit, that's like 8-bit shit. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's old as shit, but I was badass at it. That and Street Fighter. I'll still fuck you up on Street Fighter any generation. Devin Marth says, Alex, in a previous live stream, you said the T56 Magnum was less suited for high RPM than the NT82. Which would you recommend for a GT350 Cobra Jet manifold swap 17 GT, planning on 7,500 plus RPM shifts? A Ben Calmer built stage 3. You're going to save money in a couple of areas. You're going to save money in your shifter and your drive shaft. I still think you have to upgrade your clutch. But if you're in the market for a T56, get a Ben Calmer stage 3 by far. Legion Fab says, that was a 68 GTO in my science project, not a Chevelle. Thank you. Thank you very much. And it does say it right here, I think. I think it says Pontiac GTO hit the blower. I thought it was a Chevelle. Yeah, you're right. See right here. Pontiac GTO hit the blower. You are correct, sir. I am wrong. Vin Diesel double clutching when the Charger is an auto. Exactly. But he had the RX-7, RX-8, RX-8. Someone's going to go, oh, it's the FD series. You know, they're going to tell me the series and the amount of rotors. Don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. The family Tuxter. Is it the Truckster or the Tuxter? I think it was the Truckster. The family Truckster in National Lampoon's Vacation was that big green and wood paneled fucking thing. Great. Riley Neufeld says, I think the Gen 1 have, oh my God, the questions just, it literally added 50 comments just all of a sudden. Riley Neufeld said, I think the Gen 1 have 12 millimeter studs and were deeper threads, which is why builders recommend using Gen 1 versus Gen 2 blocks. Exactly. My Fairmont has a Gen 1 block that I bought from Ben Calmer. Sent it off to get sleeved. Been badass, man. Knock on wood. Family Truckster. That's what they call the car in National Lampoon's Vacation. The Nardo Gray Lamborghini Superleggera from The Dark Knight. Hell yeah. I'm telling you, The Dark Knight, the last 3 Batmans had the baddest fucking cars ever in that movie. Just badass shit. He rode in style. The dude was legit. The old Batmans, he drove like, I don't know, he got driven in a Rolls Royce, and then he had that long-ass Corvette-looking Batmobile piece of shit. The Alfa Romeo 6 from Underground. Now you guys are saying shit I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I think you guys are a little younger than me. Or you pay way too much attention. I am mainly looking for tits, and if tits sit in a car, I look at the car. Rat Race for Comedy, never saw it. National Lampoon's The Family Truckster, Pole Position. Pole Position. Which one was the movie where Sylvester Stallone was an F1 driver? What was the... How can a fat Italian piece of shit be an F1 or an IndyCar driver? Hey, yo, get in the car and take lefts. It's like, aren't you like 300 pounds, motherfucker? Now, people are saying Pole Position like games, video games, Gran Turismo 3. Yes, the Gran Turismos, once the Gran Turismo started coming out, I was like, wow. But the thing is, online playing fucked me up. Online playing fucked me up because you can't trust that the guy on the other end is being legit fair. I'm pretty good. Not great. I got a life. But I'm pretty good at virtually racing cars. And I get my ass handed to me. Like the guy has the perfect lines, unless that's all he does and has a steering wheel set up and everything, has no lag, super good internet in his house, and that's what he does. I'm like, how is that guy a second, 2 seconds ahead of me? Now, I did never ever invest in the steering wheel, the pedals, and the shifter because I like to get laid. And if I bring a girl to my house and there is a complete video game system there, her cooch is going to dry up faster than anything else on the planet. So I'm not going to go all out for video gaming stuff. I bet the reason I have a PlayStation is because I can stream shit through it. I don't really play video games. Bronco Sands like, yep, you're old. Nah, I think you guys are young. Look at me. Does this look like an age of an old guy? Face of an old guy? Don't answer that. Magnum PI with the Ferrari 3 something? I forget. Magnum PI's, that Ferrari, I guess for a while was super affordable and people were picking them up left and right. Then all of a sudden they started buying them up and then they became super, desirable again. I'm like, shit, I'll never own a Ferrari for that reason because one, the upkeep, two, it's like owning a BMW, right? You look like a fucking douchebag driving a BMW. Like I don't care how much of a badass BMW you got, the allure, the way you look, you're like fucking douchebag. It's the same thing with Mustangs. When you see a guy in a Mustang, when I drive my Fairmont, I am actually pretty happy. It's rare, it's stupid, it's dumb, it's ugly. People love it. People give me the thumbs up all the time, more so than in a Mustang because it's loud and stupid. But when I see a guy in a Mustang making all this noise, I'm like, I might have to get rid of my Mustangs because these guys look fucking like douchebags, like absolute retarded douchebags. I'm getting there. Trust me, I'm getting there. The more I like fucking with old cars and putting coyotes in them, the less I give a fuck about Mustangs. Ferrari 308 GT. Thank you very much. That is the Magnum PI Ferrari. It runs like 16.5 in the quarter, but it does pretty sick slides. Wait, is that A-Team or is that Magnum PI? I don't know. What's the Magnum PI intro? Magnum PI intro. Is it? Let me see. I'm playing it right now. Watch it be a commercial. Oh, yeah, motherfucker. Thank you very much. Not the A-Team. I'm such a badass. Is a Koenigsegg a good beginner's vehicle? Oh my God. Eric Batchelor says Ferrari snobs ruin everything. Yeah, I mean, that car was like supposedly rumored to be able to be picked up about 10 to 12 years ago for like $30,000, which is cheap for a Ferrari. And the moment they started getting picked up, especially silver ones, they started getting picked up and the price went to like 60, 70, 80. And I'm like, see you later. I was looking at it like, oh, I can't afford it, but it'd be cool to just have it, But no. Thank you, Joe Jackson. Said I had it right. You're just getting old, YDBT. And his name is My Back Hurts. My back don't hurt. I kind of like getting a little older because I size myself up with younger guys, especially at the gym, drag racing, life in general. And, it's nice. I get it. I get it. Why once people get a little older, they have a bit of a chip on their shoulder, but I try not to. I just take a peek and see how much he's lifting, how much he's struggling with. And I'm like, I might be older than you, but I can, not only I can beat the shit out of you, but I can outlift you. So I do kind of go, yeah, but the older you get, I guess the less shit. Like I was super into arguing when I was younger, which I still am, but you should have seen me when I was between 18 and 30. I would argue till my face was fucking blue. If I was right, I didn't want to be wrong. But then after a while, I started noticing that the less you argue, even though you're right, the better it is. Because when you don't reply, people get mad. They want you to fight back. And you're like, no, you're right. Like, fuck you. I'm like, yeah. So with age comes much wisdom. Gabriel Mendez says, I'm also 30. That's still quite young. I mean, I know when I was 30, I was like, oh my God. I mean, I had a house. I had a house, a girlfriend, the dog, the car. I thought that was it. And then like 2 years later, I'm like, I don't want any of this shit. Like, I don't want any of this shit. But some people are complacent, want to stay there, and they think they're adults. But honestly, once you figure out what you want, like it took me till I was like late 30s to go, this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. It took a while. LX347 CID says, I think I want to get rid of my Mustang and get a C6 ZR1. Absolutely. That is King Daddy. If you want to upgrade to anything from a Mustang, it better be a C6 Z06, a ZR1, or a Viper. And I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to hate you at all. If you do some dumb lateral shit like, I'm going to get a Challenger, 392, or I'm going to get a Camaro, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? That's a lateral move. By the way, shout out to Lund Racing making 900 rear wheel horsepower on the 2020 GT500. Shout out to John Jr., John Sr., Grip Tech Pulley, E85, some sauce, 900 rear wheel horsepower. Pumps are chilling. The pumps are like, give me some more, bitch, yo. Give me some more. So we're going to give it some more. We're going to get I'm hoping John Sr. just orders a 20%, puts a 20% in that bitch, puts a fucking, maybe port the blower, send it over to Greg Kiasayan, Greg Kong, KongPerform.com. That car is going to make 940, 950 by the time it's all said and done. I guarantee it. 940, 950, maybe 960 on that pulley with a port on the 85 with stock pumps. Badass shit. So I'm getting blown up over here. Okay, sorry. I had to reply to a text. Okay, so back at it. So yeah, the GT500 making 900 real horsepower. Look up at the Lund Racing Facebook page, Lund Racing Instagram page. Got the dyno pulls and the graph to show it. There's a weird torque limit happening on the 2020 GT500. We're starting to pull real low, and that thing is making 700 torque. That blower, Ford got it right with that blower. Shit, they did a real good job. Okay. Better Off Dead is one. Better Off Dead. How about the other one? The one with Ferris Bueller. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That Ferrari that, they drove all over the city. Then they tried to drive it in reverse to get the mileage to go back to what it was, and it wasn't working. That was a semi-car movie. Great movie. Kendrell Plumber says 1,000 horsepower is possible. I think 1,000 horsepower is gonna... Guys, listen to this. The 2020 GT500 with what? 3 mods? 3 mods. E85, more boost, and free-flowing exhaust. Injectors, if you want to count them, but I count that with the E85. Made almost 200 more, 691, 791, 891, 200 plus. 691, 891, 691 to 891 is 200. So like 205, 10 horsepower more with 3 or 4 mods that are probably less than $2,000. What's a cat delete go for? $300 because it's new, right? Because it's new, I guess $300. 1,000cc injectors, any brand, $1,000. So that's $1,300. A pulley and snout upgrade is probably going to end up being like $500 to $700. Less than $2,500. You're up 200 horsepower. That is insanity. That motor has become king daddy all of a sudden of all Ford engines. Blows my mind. Badass shit. Yeah, Mo Slide says the guy in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the son of the father that owned the Ferrari, said he got mad about the mileage and kicked the stand that the Ferrari was on. They had this Ferrari on a jack, rolling it backwards, and it wasn't working. Then he kicked it, and the Ferrari went down and went right through this badass glass garage that he had. Good movie. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is another car-ish movie. Demon Gall says, I'd dump my 5.0 in a heartbeat for a C7 ZR1. C7 or C6 ZR1, guys, they're badass. Look, you cannot, the performance you gain, you're not going to get hated on. You're not going to get called a New Balance typical Corvette owner. If you have a Grand Sport, you might. If you have a regular C7 base, you might. But if you have a ZR1, you are out there to gap people, to race people, because that car is fucking fast, easily upgradable. I don't know enough about him, but Manuel at Midnight has like a low 9, high 8 second one. Greg Kong has an 8-second ZR1. It's hard to beat. And Vipers are just nasty and badass. So, and even the C7s. I like the C7, believe it or not, I like the C7Zs and the C7 ZR1. I think they're fucking pretty mid. Sorry. JP Stang says, Vortec 3.6 with ID 1050s. I have the option between a TI Auto 525 or a BAP. Get the 525 and forego the BAP. The BAP is just going to boost the voltage to the stock guy. I'd rather do the 525, no BAP. Similar to a D-Torx 400, no BAP. It's better. Just better. I wouldn't say safer or makes more power. I just think a bigger pump, like a Hellcat pump, which I think is a 525, will definitely be more beneficial than bapping the stock pump. Alex Garcia says, how much do you bench, Alex? 315? Twice. But this is what's happening with old age. My elbows are getting to be sore if I do a lot of heavy bench work. So what I'm doing is more quote unquote bodybuilding, meaning medium weight and concentrating on the down and the up and the angle. But when I go for heavy weight and I rack it and I go, yeah, and the next day I'm like, fuck. So I might have to start taking stupid supplements and shit, which I hate. I hate taking any pills. I hate taking any supplements, any fish oil bullshit. I want to do it 100% natural, but my body's saying fuck you right now. 2020 GT500 is going to roll out hard in the streets. Crispy 5.0. Yeah, absolutely. Think about it. The 2020 GT500 is going to make 900 horsepower with less than 2,500 in mods. Think about that. Yes, it's an $80,000 car or 70, whatever it is. It is going to make 900 wheel. That thing's going to be a roll monster. I don't think drag racing is going to be that spectacular. It's going to be well into the nines, but a roll monster at 900 wheel, and anyone and their mother with a tire can hold the paddle down, mash the gas, let go, and let the car do the work. It's going to be tough to beat those cars. It's going to be real tough. 900 horse in that car, it's going to be legit. Diego Flores says, what's your workout routine? How much are you benching? It's not just about the benches. Think about this. I've met a lot of people that can bench 315, 350 once, but they cannot bench 225, 3 sets of 12. You know what I mean? They can do that. Boom, they bounce it off their chest and they get it up and they get it, really good. But when it comes to doing like sets, hey, let's start with 185. Then we're going to go to 225, 275, then work our way down. 3 sets of 12 up, 3 sets of 12 down. They cannot hang, but they can do that 1 rep max. So it all depends on how you're conditioning your muscle and what you want it to do. Power lifters are fat and can push the world. I don't want to be that guy. I want to try to be slimmer. I want to try to get down under 200 pounds. It's really tough though. And still look good and be strong. So that's a delicate balance. But I love to eat. That's the problem. Drink BioSteel, Eric Batchelor. Yeah, I'm watching a bunch of guys that are older bodybuilders, and I'm taking cues from them about elbow, preserving your elbow, and being really, really detailed on your routine, your diet. It's great, but it's a whole nother job. Like it's so much to pay attention to. Yolo, what's the best way to run near high tens in a 2018-19 automatic NA? So this is the combination. It seems to be for 2018 Mustangs. Naturally aspirated automatic to go 10s. You get a Luntune, of course, with the 85 or C85, whatever 85% ethanol you can get. You can port the manifold. You can get a JLT, a PMAS. It doesn't matter really because we went 10s on the stock cold air. So you can do whatever the hell you want. You can do the stock cold air and a lot of weight reduction. Headers seems to be, this is the combo. Some kind of cold air, headers, E85, 355s if you can get them, but 315s seem to do pretty good on a 26-inch tire. Weight reduction. Some people put bare brakes. Some people even get a converter. Like Steeda has all the shit. Converter, cam, CJ. But I think the cheapest way to get in there is port the intake, cold air, E85, weight reduction, and log it. Because we're going to need a lot of logs to make sure it's seeing the right timing and go on a cold day. And it'll go 10s. Yeah, buddy says just do steroids. I'm going to be honest with you. I go to my gym. Guys in their 50s are jacked. Like Photoshop jacked. And I go, come on. Come on. I'm here busting my ass, trying to be good with my diet, trying to be good with everything. And the hard part is working out for a year. You see, you can lift more than anybody in your age range at the gym. And they simply look better. And I go, what am I doing wrong? Am I eating wrong? Am I genetically not predisposed to look that way, but be strong? Like a lot of you guys, my team, he goes, oh, he's pretty big or, in decent shape. He's not fat, but I want to be like tight and show all this shit and be all striations and shit. But I'm not willing to do steroids. I'm barely willing to do supplements. And I think, unfortunately, that's my problem, and that's what I might have to get into if I want to look more fit. Not shredded like Photoshop, but just more fit, that's all. Bambi Bicho, best movie hands down. Bambi? New Ford GT easily beat the GT500. Yes, absolutely. The new Ford GT destroyed the GT500, but let's put 900 horse in that GT500, which is a $2,000, $2,500 mod, and rerun that car. Bring that car up to Lund Racing. We'll put a tire on the GT500 and watch the gap get fucking laid on that GT. Guaranteed. Buddy mine hit 11.2 in a hot Florida weather with the headers, E85 tune, and a tire. Ryan P said, yeah, that seems to be the norm. Low 11s for an automatic 18 and 19 Gen 3 Mustang seems to be the norm. As long as you didn't get the full bells and whistles package Mustang. If you got the base, that's the guy to get for sure. Sorry, replying to a text here. Sorry. Okay, so genetics. Yeah, that's the other thing. The guys at the gym are fucking really big. Like, really big. And I go, wait a minute. Genetics is one thing, but at a certain time, you stop producing testosterone that much. Now, Florida is known for anti-aging clinics. Nonstop. Someone's, oh, hold on. I gotta hit up Nicholas Mangione's reply here. So I think some of the guys are on testosterone replacement therapy. And one of the guys on YouTube, older guy, I forget his name, but he's very good. Older bodybuilder, but he still looks fucking ripped. And he's only like 47. He's like, your test levels, dude. You got to go and get your test levels checked out. And if they're low, we got to bring them back up. If you're under 200, you got to bring them up to 800. And I'm like, I think that's the ticket. But I don't think I suffer from that, but I don't know. I guess I got to go get blood work. Look, the moment I have to start looking at blood work to look better at the gym and start, getting anything in like some kind of topical steroid or anything like that, at that point, I'm done trying to look better. I'll just work out more, eat less, and live with being, skinny fat. So attitude says, Roger Kirk says, at 42, I'm over the how much attitude. Now I want to keep what I have and do it till I die. Exactly. My goal is not to look good for something. It's to look good and be healthy forever. So I got to lift that way. I got to lift like a marathon runner as opposed to, oh, I'm going to bench 315. I'm going to deadlift 500. Nah, fuck all that. If you hear popping, they're blowing up fireworks out there because it's legal here. SDM says, I used to work out and then I became a drywaller. Now my job is pretty much working out. That's the other thing. When I was a millwright, I was carrying buckets of chain falls up the stairs all the time. Doing this kind of working out, pulling, wrenching on 2-inch wrenches, 1 5/8 wrenches, hammering shit all day. And when I come home, I go to work out. So of course, if you work out for 8 hours, then come home and work out for another hour and a half, you're going to look better than if you're sitting in front of a computer, doing neutral rev tunes for people and then work out for an hour and a half. I totally get that. Change routines, you'll get results. People tend to follow the same routine and don't get shit. Turbina Turlu. I do change routines a lot. I go from body weight stuff. I go from heavy. I go from like Pilates stuff. I do it all. My body is constantly sore because it's never used to any exercise. So I do a good job of changing it up. Maxima, this all of a sudden became it went from being a car movie thing to like a supplement and nutrient thing. I didn't know a lot of you guys were into fitness, which is awesome. I always think that I'm boring people with fitness stuff, but I'm really happy to see that you guys are into it. Straight Aya Hasuka, whatever. Natural supplements won't do any big change. I worked out for years with them and then without them and still improved. Just keep working out and eat right. That's the thing, eating right. The food down here, though, Maximus DK, is so legit. It's so legit. It's hard to be tight with food here. Dude, you're Puerto Rican. You have the genetics. I have the genetics, but I probably look fine. Like, I'm sure there's guys at the gym and go, well, I wish I looked like that. Because there's not a lot of guys that are taller. I'm not taller, but I'm taller for a guy that has some muscle on him. 5'11" and looking the way I look, I come in the gym. I'm not huge, but like, okay, that guy stands out because everyone that's ripped and shredded is little. There are a couple of guys at the gym. They're like 6'5" and jacked. And those guys stand out. I'm like, Jesus, their arm is as big as your leg. But I think I'm like right in the middle where I'm like, still on the leaner side, taller, but not super muscular. I don't want to be super muscular. I just want to be a little more shredded, a little tighter. Joe Rogan openly talks about taking testosterone, and I'm just not willing to go there yet. Mike Vasquez says, Alex, Vortec JT versus JTB. Is the JTB worth the extra cash? Could you explain the benefits of the billet impeller? Thanks, bro. I think from what I know, it's a little more efficient. Think of it as a rotor pack, right? And weight, rotating mass versus, let's say, a 2300 versus a 2650. I think the JTB is a little more efficient, so it'll make more power easier. I guess. I don't know enough about centrifugals to give you an example, but I do have a JTB in my car, but it's a V3. So, that versus if you talk to Vortec, they'll tell you it's more efficient, it's lighter, it's this and that. But unless you put the same pulley on it and a head unit, make a watt pull, and then switch out head units and put it on there to see the difference, you're not really going to get a back-to-back result, but they'll tell you it's more efficient. So I don't know if it's worth it per se. I mean, you're probably going to sit at 10 to 15 PSI anyway, so you're not going to bring 20 PSI to the game unless you're like really sending it. So the master says, my best 315 bench is 20 reps. That's badass. Some people just have that badass bench form, strength. That's badass. I am not looking to do 20 reps. My squat is pretty good, and so is my deadlift. But what happens when I do a 400 plus deadlift, a 500 plus deadlift, and a 300, 400 pound squat? I'm hurting for 2 weeks, and I'm not willing to hurt a muscle badly. I'll just do 225 20 times and burn it out. Fuck it. Some guy was talking that I was waffling on cold airs. Nicholas Mangione says, hey, Alex, just curious. You seem to go back and forth on cold air intakes. I watch your video pretty much dispelling them, but you did mention them in your mod combos. This is why. So on a cold day, you're probably going to get better results with a cold air intake than a stock one. But Lund Racing went 10s in a stock cold air. This is why I'm telling you, you can get a cold air if you want. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, you're wasting your time with cold airs. Because you know what will happen? Every fucking manufacturer is going to hit up my boss and say, what the fuck? People that resell the cold air intakes, shops, American Muscle, Beefcake, and all those other guys. If I start telling you guys don't buy cold air intakes and they are dealers of ours, they're going to hit up my boss in a heartbeat and go, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why is your guy telling him to shut the fuck up? And you know what? They're right. So if you want to buy a JLT, buy it. If you want to buy a PMAS, buy it. If you want to buy a Roush, a CNL Racer, buy it if you want to buy it. What I'm telling you is this. Lund Racing went 1090s where they stock cold air. Many people I have tuned through Lund Racing have gone 10s with the stock cold air. Others have gone a little quicker with aftermarket cold airs, but it was in cold environments, Northeast in the fall. So take that for what it's worth. I'm not going to sit here and tell you don't buy it or buy it because my job literally depends on every word I say because people are affected by my words, believe it or not. My words apparently carry some weight. So if I start telling you don't buy this and people that we have us as dealers for the tunes sell that part in combo with an N-Gauge package, yeah, they're going to be fucking pissed off. So I shut my whore mouth and tell you, get it if you want. Don't get it if you don't want. I think you'll have good results either way. Don't matter to me. Alex, I found your perfect Tiffany. Check out on IG, Bambido. Damn it. Now you're going to make me look in IG for some chick. Let's check it out. Bambido? I don't see shit here, bro. Bambidoe. No, nothing. I don't see shit. I don't know. Maybe you're following some other shit. I don't know what you're talking about. I looked it up, but there's nothing there. Yonset50 says, so what about the Smash stories, bro? So the other day, okay, hold on. Let me answer some other questions before I get into the smashing. Because once I talk smashing shit, that becomes a half-hour conversation. Ahmed Al-Arari says, do you take any supplements, protein powder, carbohydrates? Yes, one protein powder that gets 50 grams of carbs per 2 scoops. And they sell it at Target. And I take that twice a day. So I get 100 grams of carbs. I'm sorry, 100 grams of protein, not carbs, sorry. Protein in me. And then I supplement that with food. So I think somebody sent me. Sorry. So yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted because people are texting me nonstop. I don't know why. But yeah, supplements, the only thing I take is a little protein powder, about 100 grams of protein, and then I supplement that with food. So probably per day I get about 150 in me, maybe 160. I should be getting 1 gram per body weight, 220, and fuck that. That is a lot. Do you think my goal of mid-8 second turbo Coyote swap New Edge is realistic with keeping the car semi-street car, stock Gen 2 single turbo auto? Brandon Watson, that is literally my Fairmont. My Fairmont is an 850, now a 880 rear wheel horsepower car that went 8s, and I drove it today for 40 to 50 minutes, and it was semi-streetable. You can do it. I think it's easily attainable as long as you get about 800 wheel and get the suspension on point, cut a 1.260. It'll be an 8-second car at about 3,400 race weight. Bang. A 900-month test regimen is like a 900-month pain pill habit. You're right. That is true. My back hurts. I think he deadlifts. His name is My Back Hurts. Nicholas Mangione says, I understand what you're saying, Alex, about the cold air stuff. I can't go out there and pop off on parts anymore. When I used to be out of the industry, I could talk all the shit I want because honestly, it was more honest. I could be more honest. I could say, fuck this, fuck your mom. Now I can't do that because I want to keep a job. If not, toilet paper salesmen go after you. Luckily, I don't have anything against toilet paper. They're great. I know a great salesman, though. Sorry, don't say my name says 50 gram carbs. Sorry, I meant protein. You'll be fine. DMV says that has been done in 93 GT. Very good. Come on, Dr. Alex, the diet shit. I want cars. Yeah, well, sorry, Earl. 9 people are telling me about working out shit, and one guy, wants car shit. Yeah, sorry. Stop the show. Rewind to the beginning again. Big deal. And then people want smash stories, and then they're like, I don't want to hear smash stories. I want to hear car shit. I want to hear... Fuck you. Get what you get. What do you think of BBK long tube headers? I had them on my old... Look, they're cheap. I don't have to finish the question. They're cheap, but they work. Plain and simple. But they're cheap, so they're going to last you about 2 years before they rust out. Eric says, Alex, I asked you about the shocks or struts on the Fairmont a while back before you hit the track. How much are you liking them? I have strange single adjustables. They're fine, dude. Sometimes keeping it simple is easy. A lot of you guys get triple adjustable this, Menser that, Viking that. And these single stranges, you do full tight on the back, halfway in the front, you cut 1-2s and run 8s. It just works. Look up Taxi Queen Latifah. She drives a blown Crown Vic. Giselle Bundchen is a bank robber in the movie and drives a BMW N5. Hey, nice. Would you say cold airs really make a difference on PD blowers as far as size goes? Yes, that's where cold airs really make a difference because it's about how much air is getting in. Nothing is better than just throttle body open to the atmosphere. That's why I think cold air manufacturers are going to make a big comeback once everything goes speed density and the MAF sensor is removed. Gone. Now it's just MAP, M-A-P. Once that happens, cold air manufacturers are going to make the biggest, ugliest, dumbest things they can do because they want the least restriction that will fit in the engine bay. Because now MAF signal does not matter because there is no MAF. So it's just an IAT sensor and as big as you can get in that bitch. Check out Garrett Turbo website and they're putting electric turbos on OEM factory equipment vehicles. Cool. Don't care. YouTube Corrupt Anti-Free Speech says, cars are for fags. Tell us about licking girls' buttholes. Look, a lot of people think I'm like this serial butthole licker where I just go up to a random girl and go, oh, let me just lick your butthole. That's simply not the case. Now, if you just happen to be down south and you're hanging out and things are happening and you just happen to glaze the booty, it happens. But if you go, there was a picture of a guy eating ass at a tailgate in a football game. That's nasty. That girl's been walking around, sitting in a car, probably farted a lot because she's drinking beer, she's eating chicken wings, she's eating hot dogs, and then she farts, and then you're like, yeah, let me lick that ass. That's nasty. I'm like, hey, you're out of the shower? Yeah, let me get in there. And you know what? Depending on the girl, doing that act is like it triggers, potentially good things to happen in the vagina. Earl DeSanto says, I don't do buttholes. Well, your girlfriend's side dude might. So don't let that happen. Do it all so that there is no reason for them to go anywhere. Because then if they left you, you're like, hey, I did it all. I gave her the bitch out. I gave her the side bitch out, the long bitch out, the half drunk bitch out. I leaked the booty. I did it all. And she still left. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that. Alex, how come you always sound like you have a cold in Florida? The problem is this. Once I start talking, I have a pretty weak vocal cords. Like, I could never be a singer. The moment I strain my voice a little bit or I have to talk for about an hour, see, this is what would be perfect. If I could set up the microphone where I could talk like this and, give you proper inflection and be able to, but the problem is then I'd have to talk too softly. But sometimes I have to get a little animated and then I laugh and then I get animated and then my vocal cords are strained and I just kind of lose it a little bit. So I'm constantly clearing my throat. That's why I got some coffee in my FIC cup, FIC injector. And, hopefully it clears it out, but it doesn't seem to work. So let's talk about a girl I used to smash. So this girl I used to smash back in the day was pretty legit. The reason she was the one that the dog caused this scar. So I saw her the other day. It was interesting. So we used to smash on the side and just kind of boom, boom. Because I didn't want a relationship with her because her son's in and out of jail. Her dog bit me. So she found a dude. She's happy with him, but he's been away for 2 weeks. Now, I haven't had sex with her since. But it was a funny situation the other day where she saw me come into the complex. She followed me in and talked. And I got the feeling that I could have smashed. Did you ever get the feeling that you are this far away from just saying, hey, you want to come inside? And maybe I can sling some bitch up? But I didn't. Like, I really didn't. This is why. we were good in bed together. We were really good. Like the sex was phenomenal, very good. She knew what she was doing. You know, she was an adult. She knew what she was doing, so it was nice. So I kind of missed it, but I also didn't want to fuck up her relationship with her new man. She seemed happy. She didn't seem like she was like super in love with the dude yet. So you can be a total scumbag and get in there, but I would hate for anyone to do that shit to me. So I was like, but man, I kicked myself in the ass for a little bit going, I probably should have invited her in, but I didn't, you know, but man, that would have been nice. She looked good too. Wow. She's one of these girls that has, you know, small chest, blonde, blue eyes, hips, perfect, and the ass, not just the hips and then the ass is flat. It was the hips, ass, legs. I was like, she was phenomenal, but she's happy with the dude right now. So I could have invited her, man. If she does that shit to me again, where she talks to me outside for an hour, I'm inviting her in, because why are you talking to me for an hour when you got a man and we used to smash? That's how I look at it. Why are you here talking to me when your man is on a business trip and we used to smash? What? It was weird. Yeah, I know. Stay the F out of that then, Bicho. Yeah, I got to stay out of that shit because I don't want to fuck it up. And yes, but it ends badly in my experiences. Fuck that guy. She wanted to be the afternoon slam piece. It's in the eyes, dude. Yeah, she was giving me that like, I might want to suck on that Bicho vibe. And I was like, I wanted to. Inside, I was like, come inside. But then I was like, you got a dude. I don't. Then, you know, he probably knows where I live and I'm good. Haik Boyadyan says, you said you have strange single adjustables. What springs are you using with it? The Viking 175s, like all the way around. And the rears have like a coilover. That's it. Nothing special, Haik. Nothing special. You hit up UPR, you tell them what your car weighs, how much power you're going to make. Brian will go, here you go. Very simple. Don't overthink suspension. Some people out there think suspension gurus exist while they're selling toilet paper. Shannon Dugan says, hey, Alex, I'm considering moving to Florida. How are the summers? Are they super hot? What's the one thing you hate about it? Moving from Florida. Okay, so Florida is not located in Orlando, Tampa, or Sarasota. Florida is located south of Port St. Lucie and north of Fort Lauderdale, which is called, to me, Palm Beach County. Palm Beach County, to me, is perfection. The summers are hot, but every day is 88 to 92 hot. You're going to get an afternoon rainstorm at 3 o'clock on the dot, 3 to 5 o'clock afternoon rainstorm. Then it's gone. Yes, it's hot. Yes, it's muggy. Yes, your car won't run all that great during those times. But then you have 6 months of perfect weather between late November and early April. I'm saying 75, breezy, chilly at night. You race all year round. I could imagine living anywhere else, honestly. DLP 2600 says, was she Puerto Rican? No, she was a white girl. She was, look, man, I'm a fan of white girls. I love Puerto Rican chicks. They look good, but I like white girls. White girls with booty are a godsend. YouTube Corrupt Anti-Free Speech says, you're a good guy, stand-up dude, gotta respect that. Most dudes will fuck married women without a care. Can't do that. This is why you gotta put yourself in that situation. If you're out there smashing everything that's available to you, right? I would hate to be on the receiving end of that, right? Because women and guys are susceptible to someone like really attractive. Like imagine me and her had a sexual relationship for a long time, months, and it was wonderful. Like the chemistry was 100% there, but we also knew relationship isn't going to happen. So once she found a dude, I'm sure that she misses. Actually, she did send me a message later on. She goes, oh, you're a great guy. I miss our sex. And I was like, oh, what a compliment. I wish I could take this text and put it in a frame and put it right there next to my car. I miss the sex. It's like an ego booster. So you know that if she's vulnerable. So you she's in a relationship. She says she's happy. Don't fuck that up. Don't fuck that up. Yeah, because you used to smash. Good. I did tell her, though, if anything happens in that relationship, you know where I live. And she actually laughed about that. I was like, yeah, you got to plant the seed, but you can't go in there being a fucking scumbag. Watch Temptation Island. White girls with big ass, we call them POG. Fat ass white girls. PAWG. Fat ass white girls. Love them. What is the best supercharger for 2012 My Coyote? VMP or Gen 3 Whipple? Either. Either's going to get you the power you're going to want at the fuel you're going to want. Either. How about smash in car stories? I hate smashing in cars. Smashing in cars is, I'm a bed guy. I'm one of those guys that I want to get in bed. I want to be comfortable. I want to be happy. Who in the hell? Somebody sent, oh my God, someone added me to a group chat. Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck? Look, I'm involved in some weird ass group chat. God damn, I hate WhatsApp. If you hit up like a Brazilian girl from back in the day and she adds you to a group chat, says Happy New Year, you're fucked. So the first time I smashed in a car real quick was in my 2011 Mustang. I just gotten off of my 10-year relationship. I was out there smashing everything because once you get off a relationship, in my opinion, the way you kind of come back into the world is you fuck everything, right? You fuck everything. You are in smash mode. You are plowing through life, literally, just everything you can get because you want to get that out of your system as soon as possible. You know why you need to do that? You need to get it out of your system so that so that you can get back into being in a relationship. Unless you just want to smash for the rest of your life, you can do that too. But at the end of the day, you want to probably be with someone. So you just smash everything. So there was this girl that I used to go to high school with. She was, yeah, Ryan P says car sex is overrated. You're right on the money. So when you're like this, right? When you're like this, you know, and the girl's on top of you, your dick is like in negative equity. Right? It's just like so, unless you got a big hog that's way like by your chest, your dick is in negative equity in this position. You know, you're like this. So the girl is on top and she's like, "Oh, just put it in real quick." And I'm like, "Put it in real quick." You got to understand, I got to like take this leg and go over here and you got to like take a leg and go like it's just a really fucking awkward position. And I'm like, wait, I don't even know you. And I'm just going to raw dog you in a car. But the problem is, right, you know, you got your pants half down and she's like on top and she was drunk as fuck and I was sucking on her titty. I was doing the whole thing. And there's just juices and nasty shit just everywhere. You're fucking, you're doing all this shit, you know, you're just fucking, your hands are going everywhere and things aren't working out. So, you know, it was just super awkward. And I was like, yeah, this isn't going to work. Why don't we just go to a room? And she's like, no, I want it now. I was like, well, it's not going to happen. So I guess I finger banged and messed around, but I didn't really like have intercourse. So the next day I go to the car wash and I'm like, it fucking stinks in this car. It smelled like ass, just juices, just nasty, just lotion, sweat. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. And the thing is, I had leather seats that were perforated, so that did not work out. The next time I tried to smash, the cops knocked on the window. Yeah, I was in a park in the middle of nowhere, and she was a little girl, like in terms of size, not age. She was 30. Tiny, 115 pounds, super flexible. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna bottom out on this one. Cops knocked on the window, killed the buzz. And I'm like, why can't we smash at your house? Well, she had a roommate. So I'm like, why can't we smash at my house? He goes, I don't want to go to your house. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so stupid. So yeah, I would pony up for hotels. We're getting a room. Fuck it. We're getting a room. We're getting in bed. And if it's good, you stay. I'll get you breakfast in the morning. If it ain't good, I'm out. Plain and simple. Oh my God. Oh man, the cops busted me many times. Yeah, that's weird, right? Because this is what they do. If the cops see a hairy ass just bouncing up and down, they knock on the window, you stop bouncing, and the first thing they ask the girl is, "Ma'am, are you okay?" They never say, "Hey, did we fuck up your nut? Like, were you just about to bust and we fucked it up?" No, they go, "Ma'am, are you okay?" One girl gave the best answer ever. I'm in there fucking around. Cops knock on the window. And I just like, fuck it, dicks out, put my pants up, and I just laughing. And she, she had a skirt, and she's like, cops like, ma'am, are you okay? And she goes, I was until you guys got here. I was like, nice. And you know what the cop did? Cop goes, carry on. And he just left. I was like, that's a bro right there. So yeah, I did end up smashing in that car. Sucked. I got caught getting brain in my notchback back in the day. How did that work? I mean, was the armrest? Were you in the back seat? There's like no back seat in a Fox body. Elmer DeSanto says, no jizz stains on my leather seats. Thank you very much. I did the nasty on someone in the grass in the lawn of my sister's wedding many years ago. My ass was Thanksgiving for the mosquitoes. Yeah, it sucks when the cops stop you, says Roger Kirk. You should just keep going. YouTube corrupt anti-free speech says. Cops want that phone number. Did you have tinted windows? I did. They just saw I'm sure they saw somewhat of a hairy ass on there. Did you ever get hamstring cramp in the car Middlesex? Absolutely. All the time. I still do. I do this move where I'm on my knees, right? I'd like to show you guys, but I got this move, and I tell my friends about this move. I kind of found out with my ex that this is a good move. So if you're on your knees on the bed has to be semi-bouncy so you can get, the rhythm down. They're on their back, legs up, and you can pound at a good angle there. I always get a hamstring cramp right there. And I'm like, no. So I usually do that as my finishing move because that's usually when they moan the most. And I'm like, all right, let's just finish this, session. And I do that. And right before it starts to cramp, boom, I'm done. It's like Seinfeld with Costanza. He told them his move. I'm not going to tell you my move. I'll just describe it. And you guys are going to have to figure it out for yourself. You can do so much up there. You have the legs. You can go left, right. You can spread. You do everything. Awesome. Paradise by the dashboard lights. Paradise by the dashboard lights? There's plenty of backseat in the Fox hatchback. But what if you don't got a spare tire back there and it's got that cardboard that flops over while you get on it? Shit, I should have put a spare tire back there. She was small and flexible. Make a smash shirt. Make a smash shirt? What the fuck? Could you imagine how much of a loser? Smashing. Yeah, I might think of something. Who knows? Drink more water, bitch, yo. The leather has to be better than the base model seats. Could you imagine if your ass is sweaty and you had a long day and that assy sweat stink stays on the cloth? That's nasty. Derek Campise says, love the chat. Thank you very much. Thanks for the money. Appreciate that. Bro, you need water and potassium. Yeah, I didn't know I was going to smash. The craziest things happen when you're not prepared, right? So check this out. So I started carrying protection, not a gun, condoms, all the time. Because I was in so many situations where sex just happened. And I was like, I never even thought this was going to happen in this situation. I go on a date. I didn't bring anything. I just took them out, see how it's going. It's going really good. Oh, we're going to get in their Honda Pilot. We're going to fuck. And I'm like, oh, no. And then she goes, do you have a condom? And I'm like, should I have brought one? I mean, do I constantly have to bring condoms? So check this out. I started carrying condoms all the fucking time, right? And I put them in strategic places of the car so it's not obvious. So if a girl's going to do her makeup, a box of condoms doesn't fall on her face. I didn't do it in the glove compartment box. I did put them in the back pocket of the seats. Well, I go to wash my car one day and she wants to help. And guess where's the first motherfucking place she looks? Boom, right there. And we hadn't smashed yet, right? But I was like, hey, I forgot what happened, but I was just going to hose off my car real quick. And she goes, oh, can I come with? And I'm like, sure. And we were going to go grab a bite. That's what it was. It was like the second date. And I go in there and she's like, do you want me to vacuum the car? I'm like, sure. I didn't even think about it. She goes in there, fucking, not only was it, it was just like scattered condoms, not like a row of them because I hadn't used them yet. It was like onesies and twosies and they were different. So she was just like, what's this? And I was like, wait a minute. You're going to judge me for being protected at all times? She goes, are you just going to fall on some pussy? And I was like, well, yeah, that'd be nice. But then I had to explain myself out of that situation. I had to say, look, honey, I've been in situations where girls want to smash and I want to have protection. Is that a bad thing? I found out that day, it's a bad thing. So you either have it in your wallet or you have it in the trunk, but you have it somewhere not super obvious, but you got to have it at all times. Shannon Dugan says, rank all the generations of Mustangs. Don't rank them on power based on looks. People are going to hate me, but in my opinion, the best looking Mustangs are four-eyed Mustangs. In my opinion, 79 to 86. To my 85 or 86 Celine, to me, is the perfect car. Four-eye, got the body kit, looks subtle enough. It's nice. So to me, that's number one. Sorry, it's just the generation I grew up. Kyle Brandon says, this story is epic. My wife is watching your chat with me and we both died laughing about the condom falling. So we're going to go with, 79, okay, 85 to 86, four-eye Mustang is my favorite. Then we go on to the 60s Mustangs, late 60s Mustangs, early 70s Mustangs look really good. Then we go right to 11 to 14. To me, 13, 14s look better than 11, 12s. But I like the 11, 12s because they look more retro than the 13, 14. But the 13, 14s are beautiful. So we're going to go 79 to 86, 4i, 1. We're going to go 60s Mustangs, 2. We're going to go S197, 3. We're going to go S550, 4. But man, the more the S550s keep getting body kits and shit, the better they start to look. So that might change. But for now, that's my top 4, top 3. Gave my shop foreman some tamales. He had bad gas for a week. Then about 2 months later, his wife drives his Expedition, uses the heat heater, and got blasted with butthole smells. So he was just farting into the perforated leather seats. Can't do that. That's nasty. Pulled one from under the couch, and the girl laughed so hard I had to wait another 30 minutes to get back into fuck mode. Why is she laughing? Like, okay, this is going to go on my dick. Do you want to risk something? Because, you don't know me. I know you, whatever. You'd be surprised, guys. Once you become an adult, I'm saying adult, like late 30s, you'd be surprised of how many girls want a raw dog. And I'm like, no. No, I got to know where the fuck you been at. They just like, put it in. I'm like, put it in? Shit. You must have me fucked up. I want to feel it. You're going to feel it through this rubber, through this sheepskin, through this, what's the other material they make it out of now? It's like polyurethane or whatever the fuck. Get out of here. Silicone. You ain't going to get this raw bicho. This veiny raw bicho is going to go to the one I'm going to be with for a while. You're crazy. Robinson O'Brien says, you're one crazy ass. Them women's and them bow tie boys gonna be mad at you like, I like your style, keep it real. Better laughing than mad. Exactly. Imagine. So that's the other thing. When you pull out that condom, they're like, wait, am I dirty? Am I disgusting? No, bitch. I don't want to get you pregnant. And I might want, you might have herpes. So, yeah, it's just protecting both of us. Okay, I've been on for an hour and 37 minutes. I can't believe my voice. This was supposed to be a car show or a car movie show. The first half was, the rest became just a whole bunch of weightlifting and smash stories, which I love. So, yeah, that'll do it for today. You guys go out there and enjoy your New Year's Eve. Look, if you drink and drive, fuck your face. If you have a sip of any alcohol and you drive, fuck your face. You're a piece of shit motherfucker. Don't do anything stupid. Many, many accidents happened in my family on this day. Many, many accidents happened because of stupid motherfuckers out there doing some dumb shit. I know I sound like a PSA, public service announcement, but don't do stupid shit. Stay home, watch the stupid fucking ball drop, watch Netflix, smash on your ugly wife, stay out of the roads, don't do anything stupid, and if you drink, stay the fucking side or Uber somewhere. But that'll end it for today. Let me get out of here, and I'll start texting people, see what I can come across, see what happened. See you guys later. Happy New Year.